Oh my goodness. Alright, episode 2 of Phonix. Welcome. My voice sounds incredibly deep. I don't know why. Alright, I'm gonna press him on this. We're gonna continue where we left off. We kind of messed up. If you look in the top right corner, we kind of messing up. But hopefully things can go well. I remember that we made choices here, so I'm gonna try and do the other choice and see if we can progress. Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45? Yeah, and we were both there right on time. You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct? Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU. An alchemist, I see. I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. We had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines, and they ran on high voltage electricity. Ho ho, how fascinating. He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man. You see... Oh no, never mind, because I was about to mention the watch, but the watch stopped working after 3, which must have meant... Wait! Wait, I have an idea. What if, right, what if? Because Phonix said that he left him at 3. What if he actually did leave him at 3? And he didn't die at 3, right? What if... Well, actually, it still doesn't make any sense, but... I have a theory that he must have died in the laboratory. He must have been killed, or I don't know. And somebody dragged his body outside. Which explains how he died at 3:15 or 3:10 or whatever. But I mean, there's still the electrical cable above him that could have killed him. But it still doesn't explain why he died after 3, or why his watch stopped working after 3. Okay. What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for some more details. Okay, last time we picked about timing and meeting. Let's do this one now. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department. Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though. A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high-voltage electricity. That's right. They sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high-voltage cables everywhere. High-voltage cables. Yeah, there were electrical poles that set up all around the building. The high voltage cables run overhead around the roof. Okay, so this must be referring to... This must be referring to these. No, these aren't... To the roof? These have nothing to do with the roof. Those are on poles. Okay. Around the roof. Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. No way. Okay, I think we are going somewhere. I think that's enough for now. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. Okay. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason. That's true. I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either. Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted. What do you mean? Hee. I knew it was too much work for a little girl. However, there is one mystery that still remains. There is, Your Honor? How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct? Well, that is you are correct, Your Honor. So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? Okay, hold on. Just in case, let's save. Should we save right here on top of this? Wait, hold on. Let me just save the second, just in case we need to go back there, I guess. So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. Establish murder method. I mean, we kind of do know how he died. He died because he must have been holding this umbrella and it hit the electrical cable and sent a current and killed him. That's what I'm assuming what happened. So this is the murder weapon? But I mean, he could have died directly from this, right? So this could have been the weapon. I don't know. Damn. It's one of those. It has to be, right? Alright, let's do it. Bro, if I make a mistake here, I think I'm screwed. For to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died. That would be most impressive. He. Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand that the basic rules of the court, yes, an attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence. Of course, I know that. Actually, I totally had forgotten about that. Huh. My girl losing it. Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you have got. What you've got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted. Well, we're gonna pick this picture. Right? So this one. Present. Take that! As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well. What? But there's nothing that even remotely resembles a murderous weapon here. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain in a bit more detail. Where exactly is this photo? Oh my goodness. We have to pick? What if he's the murder weapon? Don't mind me, I'm an idiot. Let's do the umbrella. Well, naturally, it's right around here, I think. What? Did I mess up? Well, Miss Faye, I'm deeply disappointed in you. I'm disappointed as well, Miss Faye. To be honest, I'm a bit disappointed too, Maya. What? At you? I need to use my brain on this. Come on, Maya. You can't strike out here. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain in a bit more detail. Okay, at least I didn't get penalized. Where exactly in this photo is the murder weapon? Okay, let's do this one now. Well, naturally, it's right there. Oh, it's right here. Oh, I think we got somewhere. That's, what is that? A severed electrical cable, I believe. Your Honor, are you serious? Like, are they that clueless? They're looking at this picture like, everything looks fine. And then I pointed it out like, gosh darn, I did not notice that there. Remember the testimony we've heard? The machines, the pharmacology the students use in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere. So then the high voltage cable, yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation. That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, I believe some praise is in order. Don't toy with me, old man. Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. That only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was the defendant. What? Okay, things are getting crazy. That much is certainly true. And that's not all. We have proof. Okay, I need to save. Okay, now we can save over this. Can I delete that? Oh, snap. I don't know. We're gonna back up. I don't like the song. You know things are getting serious when you hear this song. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer. Oh my goodness, you do? Well, what is it? His fingerprints. What? Fingerprints? You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. As you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well. Ah, you mean... Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. That doesn't mean anything! Oh man, that seems so bad. Because what if I mean, you know, like you're getting in a fight with somebody, it's like you push them, you know, like you push them, or maybe like you grab them and you bring them close, like you're about to make out, but you know you're mad. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand. But what? I can only think of only one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable. Oh my yay. Order! Oh my god, things are getting crazy. Order. That's enough. I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. But he's already guilty? Stick a fork in us. We're done. Mr. Grossberg. My hermoids never lied. The show is over, Maya. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him. No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent. No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt. Your Honor! What? At this time, I am prepared to render a verdict in this case. What? Oh! Do you have something further to add, Miss Faye? Oh my... Dude, I almost cried, man. Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? See, Mr. Wright doesn't say anything, man. Mr. Wright did something. I think Mr. Wright is denying that he got into a fight with him. Like, he got into an argument with him, right? You still haven't told us the truth, the whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. Oh, baby. Okay. but I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. Miss Faye. Oh, he took down his mask. No matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you and I will present you to the very end. We've already established the defendant's guilt. There is no further need for him to say anything. Cough, cough. Wait a minute, Mr. Wright. I tell you what really happened. But I've already told you, Mr. Wright. There's no need for further cough. I did it. Did what? Phonix! I admit it. I pushed him. What? It's my fault. But my fault that the dog soul is dead. Yeah. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. Oh my goodness. Oh, and that's when he got zapped? Oh my, he just admitted to killing him. The judge is like, what you just said, was that the truth? Yes, I was afraid. Afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure. Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are. But please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Faye? I believe in you. Oh, thank you. I still can't believe it. He really did push the victim. It feels like my hermoids are doing that Harlem Shake. Okay. Before we go any further... Well, actually, I have to sit through this. That guy was talking bad about Dolly. Okay, let me save real quick. I'm sorry, guys. It's annoying, but I'm trying to go fast. Okay, here we go. The guy he was talking bad about Dolly. Sure. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was lying there, dead. Well, that explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock, and that, as they say, is that. A simple explanation indeed. At that time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted. But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it. That's true, even a doofus like him couldn't miss that. Miss Faye, let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver your verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that? Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Maya. Okay, this is pretty simple. If he's innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it. Okay. When I push the victim. That guy, he was talking about Dolly. So what kind of things did Mr. Swallow say to you? He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. He said that she was a bad girl. Oh, that's horrible. Is that all? Yep. Well, Miss Faye, you heard him yourself. Oh boy, you're not doing yourself any favors here, Mr. Wright. Please don't make this harder for me than it already is. Anyway, after he said that, I lost my temper. Okay, everything he said behind there, back then, there's nothing I could do to him. I mean, there's nothing I could provide. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. Sure. Can you tell me about what happened in a little more detail? That guy, he just said that what he wanted to say to me. And then he put on the jacket he was holding and started to leave. Okay. That's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious frenzy. Wait, I just gave him a light, gentle shove to the chest. Wait, what? And when you did that, there was no severed cable anywhere to be seen? Right, there was nothing like that at all. But is it possible that you merely overlooked it? Well, I guess it's possible. Oh my goodness, why would you say that? What are you doing? Don't let that guy steamroll over you like a cheap asphalt. I believe what's important here is that the moment the push occurred. Let's continue on with the testimony. Witness? The moment I heard some kind of loud noise. A loud noise. And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like snap. You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was. Wait. If the cable... Look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at this. If the cable wasn't broken before... Because... Yeah, if the cable wasn't broken before, when he pushed him, whatever the snap was, is what broke the cable. So something fell on it, or maybe the cable by itself was getting worn, so it just broke apart for some reason. And maybe when he tried getting up, he died. So it had nothing to do with Phonix. Yeah. Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted. Objection. You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here. Okay, save. Okay. I'm gonna have to keep track that there's... Okay, ask more details. Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important. So try to remember what it was. How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Ah, could it have been? Yes, could it have been? Hurry up and tell us. When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. Ah. He fell right on top of it. And it broke. That was probably the noise I heard. An umbrella, huh? And did that umbrella belong to the victim? Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella. Cheap and frail. Kind of like the owner. Oh my goodness. Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone. Miss Faye, what do you think? Is there something important in that testimony just now? Well, yes there is. There is something important, because if you look, if he fell on his umbrella, wait, if he got pushed, bro, I just realized, if he got pushed, wouldn't he be on his back and not his front? And if he got pushed on his umbrella, wouldn't the umbrella be stuck behind him? Right? Because if he... Okay, there is no way... Okay, I like this. Of course, bro. Of course it's important. Of course it's not important. This is it, Maya. The new information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important. It's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony. Haha, how perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer. The court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony. After I shoved him, he fell down on top of his cheap umbrella. So Mr. fell on top of his umbrella, and you are certain of this? Yeah, it was right there under him. Actually, if it hadn't been under him, I was planning on borrowing it for myself. The umbrella, you mean? Well, yeah, you see I was wearing this sweater here. Dolly stayed up late for nights at a time knitting it for me. Oh, no wonder. I didn't want to rain to dampen the handmade symbol of her love. Oomph, my stomach is not to be used as your personal soccer ball, Maya. Ah, I'm so sorry. Continue on with your testimony, witness. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. Wait, should we press this too? Okay, wait. I feel like presenting here. Okay, let's present the photo. Oh, the crime scene took place behind an IVU building. Okay, let's see what happens. Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning? Come on, if I had mentioned that, I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier. And what do you mean by that? Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole. You're absolutely right. The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive. Oh my goodness. Yo, things are getting heated. The victim, he moved. Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now? Well, it was collected by the police in the crime scene. I want it presented as evidence immediately. Umbrella added to the court record. Owned by the victim. Found broken near an electrical pole at the crime scene. But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind. Objection. According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind. I know this is a matter of umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment. No! I must say, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony. Phoenix's testimony added to the court record. The victim fell on top of his umbrella. There was a loud sound when this happened. Okay. Well done, Maya. Hee hee. Hee 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 hee. Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling for? Or about? Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think that I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone. I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying. Oh dear. Yo, that music hit. You know what that means. You know what that means. Okay. Let me guess. You have another witness. Exactly. And this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible. Well, who is this witness? Mr. Dolly Hamthorne. What? You don't mean Dolly? Was she there? I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. What? Yo, that's crazy, actually. I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear. Oh, you saw that? Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this. You can't be serious. Maya, what do you mean by that? Yeah, it just seems so obvious because how did he get the medicine? Bro, Dolly took the medicine from Phonix and gave it to him. Or maybe he found it on her. Because she was double-crossing him, man. She was double-crossing him. I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hamthorne. Hawthorne? Hawthorne? Yeah, Hawthorne. April 11, 11:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah, so I guess I can start to relax then, huh? Relax, my boy. You can't be serious after hiding such an important fact. But the next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will. Why do you think that? Dude, she played you, man. I have a feeling. Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why. The love of your life, huh? But she agreed to testify against him, so how is she the love of your life? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Sure, no problem. Imagine she was the one who killed him. Dolly and I, we first met about 8 months ago, right here in the very courthouse. Oh, well, ain't she the pretty one? Yo, my boy Phonix kinda muscular. Look at him. He's looking good. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side anyway. One day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave me this to the day we met as a symbol of our love. She had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off, but before she gave it to me, she said, I want you to carry this. So she gave it to you as a present, I see. This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dolly. It certainly is a little bottle, alright. It makes me so happy I show it to everyone I meet. I wanted to share my happiness with the whole world. Yo, I didn't know Phonix was this cringe. A small bottle necklace given to Miss Wright on the day they met. He shows it to everyone. I like how they added that simple fact. Anyway, after that, you and Miss Hamthorne started dating. Yeah, that's right. I mean, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. Oh my goodness. I think I see what's going on. I think she stole it. And she was about to get caught with this, so she gave it to him. Oh my... Bro, this is so messed up. So messed up. Please give it back now. What a strange girl asking for a present back like that. By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dial Hamilton 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been on August 27th, would it? Yeah, it was. Wait, I skipped dialogue, damn. This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse. What's this, a newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse. Murder? What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Maya, I think I understand what you're trying to say. I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there is some connection between these two cases, am I correct? Newspaper clipping added to the court record. An article from August 28th, almost 8 months ago. Oh, this happened when she broke up with Swallow. And Swallow was warning him. Oh my goodness. I hope you don't mind, Miss Grosberg. I need to finish this myself. Yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find. Thank you. I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Maya. Well, it looks like recess is about over. We'd better get moving. Okay. I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. It was literally maybe a couple of minutes for us. To be continued? What? Let's continue it. Save your progress up to this point? Yes. We'll save it on the first one. Yeah. Alright. April 11, 12:13 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 2. Oh, the Grossberg guy's not here. Court will now reconvene. Wait, what? Whatever. Mr. Payne, please call your witness. This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dolly Hawthorne to the stand. Oh, look at her. Isn't she the cute one? Oh, there's butterflies and such. She's like a Disney princess. What's with this stiff silence? In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you have radiated a glow of complete sincerity. I can't believe he actually said that. Look at that sweat. Oh, now then, witness, could you please state your full name? Don't worry, sweetie, there's no need to be nervous. If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size. Nice. And I will bash them with my gavel. Nice. I love how they look straight at me when they say that. They want to beat my girl Maya up. Thank you for calming my nerves. You are all so nice. I almost feel right at home. Not at all. It was nothing. If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation? My name is Dolly Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. The honor is all mine. No, the honor is all mine. Well, we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Sir? Is there something I can help you with? You just go on and say whatever is on your mind. I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistake. Finny wouldn't kill anyone. I just know it. Feeny? Feeny like Phoenix? Oh, that's a cute nickname. Yes. They believe. I can see why you'd say that. She's going to be a tough witness, alright. It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please. What I witnessed. Sure. I had been planning to go back to Feeney's place after class was over. Feeney and I... Wait, Feeney and Dogi... they were talking behind the building. Then suddenly, Dogi got a whole wobble... Wait, got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Feeney noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students and they called the authorities. I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong. Young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please, tell us the truth. But I would never. That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue. Well, what do you mean by that? Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. Tee-hee. You haven't changed a bit, Maya Fey. Wait, they know each other. What's this? So you two are acquainted? Yes, we've met before, once. Maybe she was a part of the first case. In any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours. It's good to see you again. Madame Fey? Madame? I'm no one's grandma yet, girlie. What I witnessed. I've been planning to go back to Finney's place after class was over. Now, unless I'm mistaken, Finney, I mean Mr. Wright, is in the art department. If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacology building? Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese Senryu poetry. Oh, how wonderful is that humorous yet satirical style of haiku, yes? Nothing left to do. When a man reaches this age, sleep is his best friend. That's supposed to be poetry? Sounds more like a midlife crisis. For me to get to the art department, I have to walk through the back area. Ah, yes, I see. That makes sense. When I want to enter the courthouse, I always walk through the front doors. What? How else would you enter? Teleportation? Finny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. How did you hear them? So who is this Dougie person? Oh, I'm sorry, Dougie Swallow. We were dating until 8 months ago. So what were Dougie, Ahem, Mr. Swallow, and Mr. Wright talking about anyway? How can you be so mean? What? The fudge? I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined. That's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level. Oh my goodness. Yo, these guys are trolling. Why am I being demonized here? Please, go on. What did you see next? Okay, we didn't get anything out of that. Then suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own? Yes. Yes. Where she's lying, in other words, the defendant never touched the victim, is that right? I was watching the whole time. Finny never did a thing to Dougie. If I press her for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry with me. So what should I do about her testimony just now? What? Hold on. What? I don't understand. Leave it alone? Show contradiction. I'm gonna show contradiction. Phoebe lies are not very becoming. Feeble, Miss Hamthrone, so let's drop them, shall we? Well, what? I would never. Miss Faye, I will not allow you to badger this witness. I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition. That is, or she has no supporting... Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job. Now then, Miss Hamthorne, or Hawthorne. The defendant's palm prints was found on Miss Shallow's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did in fact push the victim. What? There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if it came out and told us the whole truth. There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw. Yes, Your Honor, I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony. Looks like we're finally getting somewhere. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Doggy. Huh. You didn't see it? Well, I saw the moment when Doggy fell to the ground. And at that moment, there was only the two of them at the scene. The defendant, Phonix Wright, and the victim, Dog Swallow. Yes, that's right. It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual either. So then, what did it look like they were doing to you? What? Oh, yeah. I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation. Oh, give me a break. And that's why I really wasn't watching them all that closely. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all? No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge. Oh, I like the sound of that, Mr. Judge. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. I went to go and find some other students, and they called the authorities. See, why did she go snitch on them? Why would she do that? What, she thought he collapsed like he was sick? That's why? Like, I don't... Well then, you say students. Do you mean students from the pharmacology department? Yes. They're all very fond of their drugs. Please try to stay on topic. So to find some target students, you went to the labs, correct? That's what I was planning to do, but in the end, I wound up not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow they all seemed to know what was going on. The students knew what was going on? Of course we're gonna press for more detail. But just in case. Just in case something happens. Press for more detail. But how could the students have known what was going on? Well, I don't know for sure what they knew what had happened. It's just they all seemed kind of excited about something. It doesn't look like I'm going to get any more info about the students. So did the students call the police? Yes, I was so panicked. Yes, well, anyone would have been, my dear. That girl, she's telling a super obvious lie, and she knows it. She's just pretending to protect Mr. Wright. Yes, that's got to be. Way to go, Maya. Okay, that means I'm going to have to dig deep to find the contradiction on this one. I had been planning to go back to Frenia's place after class was over. Owned by the victim, found broken near the electrical pole at the crime scene. The victim fell on top of his umbrella. There was a loud sound when this happened. Oh yeah, she never mentioned the sound. She never mentioned the sound. A small bottle necklace given to Wright on the day they met. He shows it to everyone. An article from... Okay, it has to be this. If the victim fell on top of the umbrella, there was a sound when this happened. Okay. Alright. Now we just gotta figure out where this goes. I had been planning to go back to Fenrir's place after class was over. Fenrir and Dog were just talking behind the building, and actually I didn't see the moment he pushed Dog. It didn't look they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual either. What? Okay, it's right here. Wait, don't press it. My bad. Okay. I went to go and find some other students. It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual either. Wait. Wait, I should probably present it here. I should, shouldn't I? Let me present it here. Wait, do I present the umbrella or the... I present this. Okay. Here we go. You say you didn't hear anything unusual, is that correct? Yes, that's why I was very relaxed looking at the scenery around me. I like how she does that with her bang. That's nice, but I find that just a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phonix Wright, and he clearly testified in the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that? If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear that noise as well? I'm chicken. Well, maybe that noise just wasn't all that memorable. Just according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression. Oh snap. May I have a moment to answer? Sure, by all means. I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on and I was listening to music at the time. Okay. Headphones? You mean the both of your ears were covered? The rain was just beginning to let up, and it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble. Thunder and lightning, huh? Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder. Huh. Wait, was it lightning that struck the pole? Lightning must have struck the line, the cable, and broke it. So I put my headphones on to block it all out, or to block it out. He. Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony after all. Wait a sec, Maya. The testimony just now. She said something that could totally change this whole case. She didn't hear anything. She was listening to music. There was lightning. Yeah, how could she have known about the lightning? I mean, she could have saw the lightning. She didn't hear anything. She was listening to music. There was lightning. It seems like the obvious option is to pick the lightning one. Let's just see what happens. Ooh, Your Honor, there is a problem with the witness's testimony. What do you mean? Didn't you notice? She said that there was lightning, correct? Yes, what about it? Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right? Now, that's not the time for a science lesson, Miss Faye. Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, maybe that's what they were excited about. The guys that were running from the pharmacology department, that's what they're excited about. The fact that there was lightning, maybe. Isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning? Oh, oh my goodness. What the fudge? I must admit that the thought had not occurred to me. Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway? This entire case is built on the promise that Mr. Dog Swallow was murdered. But the very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was in fact the victim of a stray bolt. Oh my god, look at that close-up. Oh man. It appears defense may be on to something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental? Alright, you did it, Maya. It'll be taking... He.